So this lab gonna be our final lab of Revit. And I'm gonna introduce two things. First one is how to do the tagging in Revit, and second is how to create worksheet and assign different elements to worksheet. So let's start with the tagging. In Revit, you can do the taggings as shown in the figures, like you have sign number to your walls, doors, and walls. We're gonna introduce two main type of tagging. First one is tag by category, and second one is material tag. And let's switch to Revit. So in Revit, let's go to a floor plan view, such as L1, and we go to Annotate. You can see tag by category here, and let's click it. Now move your mouse to any elements you want to tag. For example, a window. And in Revit, it assigns the same number for the same type of windows. So in L1, we have all the same type of windows, so it's all 13. It will automatically has a number like 13, but you can change it, like 01. You're gonna pop up a warning, like are you sure you want to change the type parameter? Just click yes. And now you can see it all changed to 01. In L2, the second floor, we have some different type of windows, right? Like this one is a window double hung, but this one is fixed. So now let's try the tagging. Tag by category. So it's still 01 like we did before because it's the same type. But for this one, you see it's changed because it has a different type with this one. So in Revit for windows, if they are different type, you're gonna have a different number. But for doors, in Revit, it assigns different numbers automatically. So I have 7, 8, and gonna be 9. But still, you can just double click it and change the number. So this depends on the specific requirements on your project. Like how would you like your drawing looks like? And we also tag the wall here. Okay, if we click the wall and you can see a question mark. This is because let's choose this wall and click edit type and go down a little bit. So identity data, you can see the type mark is empty. So it has a question mark. So let's see, we type the first letter like W01 and click apply. And you can see the changes, right? If you change it to 002, it's gonna be changed automatically. So still, it's depending on the specific project requirements and how it requires for the drawing looks like. So what we do now is tag one by one, and there's another function called tag all. It can help you to tag all the elements in one time. So for example, now we're going to tag these three doors here. If we want to tag all the elements or the doors or windows, we can use tag all. So click it and choose door tags. Click apply. Because I only have 3 doors here, so it's already been tagged. Let's try window. Apply. Now you can see it has been all tagged. And now you may be wondering why it looks like different with this one. So it depends on its attributes. So if you click on the tag, you can see in the properties, we have different attributes for the tagging. Like leader line. So this one, the leader line is unchecked. That's why it looks like this. Well, this one it's checked. So we can just put a check, and gonna has this leader line. We can also change the orientation of the tag by click here vertically. So this is vertically, this is horizontal. And of course you can change the angle. And you see the rotation become model. We have three options, horizontal, vertical, and model. And there's another attribute called attached end. So for now we use attached end, and we can only move this point. But if we choose free end, and you see there's another little blue circle appeared. And now you can change the under circle by baseline preference. And also we can change it back and gonna disappear and gonna be automatically be in the center. So this attribute is basically for every tag, like door tag, it also has the same attributes, and also for the word tag. You can also change the size of its shape. Yeah. So this is tag by category and also tag all. So just next to them, you can see there's a material tag. It's used for tagging the materials, obviously. And let's see, we have go to L1 material tag. So this is a material for the floor. And if we put a material for the windows, it's gonna be a question mark. We're gonna introduce like why it's a question mark in a moment. And I also want to like see the material walls is also be a question mark. So what has happened? So remember in previous lab we built the wall profile. So for a wall it has different materials in different layers, right? Like if you go to edit type, structure, we have not only one material for a wall. Like we have siding in the first layer and also have a softwood for the structure. So it has so many materials. So if in the floor plan view, the Revit does not know like which material to show in your tagging. So it's gonna be a question mark. So for all wall, we usually use a wall section to show the material name. So what is a wall section? In the view and the section, we learn how to build a building section. Like in the project browser, we have a building section for our stair, right? So similarly, we can build a wall section. In the properties, use the drop-down menu. We have a wall section. So similar to the building section, we specify the first point and second point. And this triangle means the direction of this view. So it's from here to there. And it's basically cut the wall to show the section. And we can double click it Click here to open the section, or you can go to project browser and just under the building section, it's gonna show up a wall section. And double click it, you can enter the view. So here you can see it's specific for the wall, but still it's like one piece of wall. We cannot see the layers. This is because the detail levels. Okay, so in the status bar here, you can see this detail level, and we change it to fine. And now you can see layers. And now if we go to annotate, using material tag again. So zoom out a little bit, and let's see. Yeah, material tag. Yeah. So we have this one. The shading. I want the first one. Okay, here we go. Software setting. So if you zoom in, you can see this first layer, which is our software setting. And this is another layer. This is another layer. Okay. And also you can tag your floor. This is a question mark. We can figure it out later. And this is our foundation wall, foundation structural slab. And it's cast in place concrete. Okay, let's see why this is a question mark. It's a floor generic 8. Let's go to edit type, structure. Okay. So the reason it's a question mark because we didn't specify a material for it. It's like by category. So if we click the three dots here, and let's specify concrete. Okay, precast concrete. And click OK. Click OK. Apply. Okay. And now let's try do the tag again. Yep, now it has a precast concrete. So this is useful when you want to show the materials in your drawing, especially for walls. It has different layers. We mentioned when we tag the windows, it's a question mark. So let's see why. In the 3D view, we can also do the tagging. Let's see if we go to material tag and gonna pop up a warning. So the rotation of the 3D view must be locked before you can add text or take notes. So why there's a warning here? So in 3D view, you can do the rotation, right? So I guess it's for convenient to make sure you can tag in a specific place. They ask you to lock the view first and then do the tagging. So what we need to do is to find a view you think is nice enough. Like I want to use this one. And then lock it. And because we're gonna do some tagging, right? So it'd be better for us to do a duplicate so we can keep the original view. So let's do the duplicate. So we have a copy one and we can change the name. Rename. Let's use 3D tagging. And next step is to lock our view. So still in the spot here, we can see there's a little house, unlocked 3D view. This one. Click it and use save orientation and lock view. So once you click it, The icon turns the locker here, orange locker, and then its view is locked. And now if you try to rotate it, it's not gonna work. It's fixed. And now we can do the tagging. So still annotate material type, and now see we have a glass and another question mark. It should be a trim, but I guess it doesn't have it in the family. Let's see. So this is a family of a window. You can see it consists of different components. See, the material should be trim. And this here material should be sash. Yeah, so it should be trim, but for some reason it doesn't show up in your project. Material tag, yeah, should be trim, but it doesn't show up. So what we can do, we can change it by ourselves. Just double click it, and now you can do the modification and put your brand name, the trim here. You can also tag your floor. Yes, same glass, same glass. And the material for the garage is this type of material, and also your foundation footing. So this is how you tag in your 3D view, also your roof. Yeah, we got another question mark. So guess the reason? I think it's because there is no specific material. Let's go to check it. Yeah. So it's by category. We can specify any of it. Let's say water. Just a test. It's not like we committed roof in water, right? Maybe in magic work. So you see it's water now. Let's change it back. Let's be realistic. So let's see random wood. Okay, oh, click cancel. Okay, and apply. It shows physical material. It shows for wood. Oops, we got some problem. It doesn't show up. Let's change it to concrete. Yep, I guess still some inner family problem with the material. Hey, so this is how to tag in 3D view. So we introduced how to tag by category, doors, windows, and walls, and also the material tag. We have tag in the floor plan view and 3D view. And next part we're gonna introduce is how to create a worksite. So in Revit, we normally have a collaboration, right? So in our case, we build a house in the Revit model, but it only include the architecture part. But sometimes we have pipelines in our building. We have a fire alarm and all kinds of other stuff. And that is other field people to do the modeling. So we need to share the file so they can modify or add other elements in our existing models. And in our case, our file is a central file. And we can create local copies, and other people can use the local copies in their computers to do the changes and then update it back to the central file. So let's do the central file first. Let's go to collaborate. So it asks us to save the model first. Let's save the model and continue. And now it asks us to choose a way to do the collaboration. So normally we can choose within our network. First one, okay. And now you can see either we can change the way to collaboration, change it to cloud. Now we are in our network. And also you can see the work sets. So you can see the definition, create work set and its elements to them. Only the assigned users can add the elements in a particular work set. So for example, if you have like specific elements like walls, you want to dig a hole in your walls to do some pipelines, but you don't want other people to mess up your other elements like your stairs or your floors. So you can only assign the work set, only assign the walls in your work set. So by default, Revit provide two work set. First one is the levels and grids, and second one is work set 1. So as the name, the first one includes the level and the grids in your project, and the second one, it includes everything. So how do we know it's true? So let's see. We randomly pick an element like this wall, and in the properties, we can check in the identity data, the work set is work set 1, right? We have two work set. And for the grid, it's shared levels and grids. Stairs, work set 1. So now, as we mentioned, if we want to create a new work set, we can go to here and create a new. I want to share the wall. So type the name, share the wall, okay. You can see the owner is me, so it's editable. If you assign the owner to other people, and if you assign the shared wall to person A, and he or she can edit it, but other people cannot edit it. Now let's click OK. Do you want to make the shared wall workset the active workset? Let's click yes. So now even though we create the shared wall workset, it's empty, right? We need to add elements. So we can choose the wall and right click it. Select all incidences in entire project because we want to include all the walls. And now you can see all the walls turns blue, and now in the properties, work set, we change it to shared walls. And we can do a double check. So randomly choose all, and you can see the work set, change it to shared walls. And the windows still in work set 1. So based on your needs, like what elements you want to share, you can create different work set. If you want to share the windows and doors, you can also create a name like this. And okay, make it active. And now do the same thing. So click it, right click in entire project, change the work set to windows and doors. And doors, all instances in entire project, windows and doors. Okay. So you can double check, yeah, windows, doors, because we choose an entire project, so it also fits for L1. This is also because this is a different type of windows. So this one should be shared windows and doors. Well, this is a different type, right? So we can change it to windows and doors. Yeah, it's another type of windows. Now everything should be in the windows, and every door and window should be in this worksheet. Okay. Yeah, so this is about how to create a new worksheet and assign the elements to the worksheet. And we mentioned there's ownership in each worksheet. And if you want to share the file to other people, you want to modify other people to modify it or reassign the rule for the worksheet, we need to do the relinquish first. So how can we do it? Here we go. The collaboration, relinquish all mine. Let's click it. Revit cannot relinquish changes elements because the central file model has not been saved. So we need to save the file first. Yeah, as mentioned in the slides. Okay, let's save it. And it's gonna pop up a window, ask you, do you want to make this file a century model? Yeah, of course, let's say yes. And now it's a century model, and now we can do the relinquish all mine. So after you click it, and then you go to worksheet. See, the owner is not me anymore, and because I'm not the owner, so it's not editable. If you want to make it editable, I'm gonna assign myself as owner. Then click OK. So now we finished the century file. Let's turn off all the windows. And now we're gonna introduce how to create a local file. So a local file is a copy of the century file. It's also really simple. We just in the interface, click open and choose local file, create a new local. So let's click open. I think you can choose from here. Yeah. So you can see there's a my previous file. And by opening the central file, we will create a local file of it. Let's click OK. Now you can see it has my name here because it's copied. So copy. And now in the local file, we can also do some changes. So still collaborate the worksheet. Now it's not editable. We need to assign the worksheet. So make sure assign to myself. This is a copy, right? So like I'm another person. I can assign the worksheet to myself. So we have an active worksheet. Is all active? But if we like make this one no, okay. So this is not editable, so it's not active. And we can break the inactive worksheet. And we can turn it on, turn it off. Yeah, you can also check the worksheet in the status bar. And also we can do the synchronize, like we do some changes. I want to, so for example, add something new, like another windows. Add a new window here. And in the collaboration, I can synchronize with my central models. So first one, synchronize and modify settings. So ask if you want to save local file before and after, it's okay. And also you can do another one. Let's make sure what you change is gonna be updated to your central file. You can also like do a recover, reload the latest one. And there's a way to change the display of your worksheet, so-called work sharing display options. So it's next to this like glasses, a light, and a work sharing display setting. Okay, let's see worksheet display setting. As seen in the figures, you can choose different colors. And how can we change it? Let's see, enable only. Share the walls. So in bottoms, if we choose worksheet, and now it's shared walls. Let's see, display setting. So the wall is looks like the pink here, and the windows are blue. So if we only choose the walls, and now you can see we only can see the wall worksheet. And if we choose windows, we can see the window colored by the color you set up. So if I want to change the wall color, I can do it, or the windows. So I want to change the wall to orange, right? And I can see the wall change to orange. So this is a good way for you to check like which elements you add in the which worksheet. And you can turn it off. So you turn it on and turn it off. And also you can display by owners. This is also useful when you have a file like updated by all the different people, and you can see, okay, which part belongs to which person. So this is basically the two parts we introduced today, the tagging and also the collaboration using worksheet. Hope you enjoyed the Revit lessons. And if you have any questions, just come by the Revit Lab session and I'll be there. Thank you.